Good evening. Tonight we're going to play some Zoo Tycoon, the original Zoo Tycoon. I've done some streams on the original Zoo Tycoon in the past when I was streaming from the other computer. I'm on the laptop now, so don't have access to that saved game. That saved game wasn't going anywhere anyway. And I kind of just want to look at the Marine Park expansion content anyway, so tonight we'll be trying to build a marine park in Zoo Tycoon. Probably not going to stay on too long tonight. I'll explain why later, but let's go over to the game. We don't want we want the free form. We're going to take the grass map. And we're going to take as much starting cash as it let me take, because the marine stuff is a lot more expensive than the regular stuff. And we're going to go ahead and clear this given path so that we can build our own little entrance area. And we'll set the admission price at $25. And now let's, we've cleared the path, so let's build out a path from the, before we do anything, let's go into research and conservation and make sure everything is set to Marine Mania only. So let's uncheck everything from Zoo Tycoon and the dinosaur expansion. There'll be a special stream for the dinosaur expansion. That was amazing. So we've and let's do max funding. And now if we look at our research and conservation, you can see that we have everything set up for just the marine stuff. And let me look at the decorations real quick, because there's a really cool one here. But first, let's put some basic path in. Atlantean path. I typically use that for my marine quarter when I've played this in the past. There, nice little entrance area. Well, it's not nice yet. Let's find a decorative scenery. There's one particular thing I am looking for. And research hasn't unlocked it yet, so let's proceed with a regular exhibit. First, let's zoo structures. We're definitely going to want to put a restroom in. We haven't unlocked large restroom yet. Okay. Tell you what we need to do then. We need to come down to research and conservation. Crustacean house. Well, let's go ahead and get something into this marine park. But I'm going to wait for the large restroom to become available. Alright. But we're going to build our first little exhibit tank over here. What animal do we want to build? Or buy, I mean. We have a nice selection, but I want to do something simple to start. So oh, you can get a Loch Ness monster? I don't remember that doing that before. Let's open with Lion's Mane Jellyfish exhibit. So we got to come over here to fences. That's a show tank. So this will be a jellyfish tank. And we haven't unlocked the, looks like we haven't unlocked the water filter device either. That's what that little cutout is for the filter. So we're actually going to raise the tank level so we can see what we're doing. And it should probably be a little deeper. And now we're going to actually put an animal in. And now we will hire a marine specialist to work on the jellyfish. And while we're in staff, scientists are for dinosaurs. We don't need zookeepers. Zookeepers are for land animals. Let's do a tour guide. And we're also going to bring in a maintenance worker. All right. Let's see. Too shallow. Need more foliage and rocks. I want to keep the recommendations on screen while I do this. Eventually, we're going to lower the base. Once we finished getting this exhibit how it should be, we're going to lower the base and put them and make it not as high. And then all the tanks are going to be uniform in height. Foliage and rocks. Tropical aquarium, that sounds nice. And we're going to go with the Atlantean theme here. Except they don't like it, so we're going to take out that rock. They don't like that one either. Sometimes it's a little guesswork with what rocks you put in. It does tell you what their favorite foliage is though. They only wanted one. All right. Clam bed. It wants clam bed for its foliage. Do I have clam beds yet? Yes. We got access to the narwhal. I think narwhal. Research. See how quickly we went from the animal hates its exhibit, you can't adopt animals, to we got an award for suitable exhibit. We put too much in, so now let's lower that to let's lower the tank to an aesthetically pleasing level. And now let's see. So that's one click above the ground level to, I think 2 clicks above ground level is a good place to keep the tops of the exhibits. And as soon as we get access to the filter, we'll go ahead and put it there. Meanwhile, let's rotate our screen. And let's short fin mako shark. Okay, we're getting a nice number of shark species available. Let's go ahead and extend the path. And we're going to make this exhibit a little bit bigger. And we are going to put in an exhibit fence. A little bit of a thing for the filter. And let's pick our animal before I go ahead and build this fence up. You know what? Let's do bluefin tunas. And of course, we're going to raise the base so we can see what we're doing. And then we're going to add the animals. Angelfish of the Amazon. And now let's bring in a dedicated specialist for this tank. And I'm freezing a little bit, it looks like. I have no idea how it got to there. Let's make each tour guide responsible for 2 exhibits. All right. Now, I may have made that too big for the tuna. Yeah. Let's just see something. Well, there's room for a whole school in there. And I think it will tell us that, hey, they want more animals in there. All right. So let's get our tank recommendations. So we're at an appropriate depth. Let me zoom out a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, we have a sea star now. So we're at an appropriate depth. Now it says we need rocks, foliage, and more animals of the same type. So now we have a whole school in there. Foliage and rocks. Um, and now foliage. What does it like? Sargassum. Do we have sargassum yet? Horseshoe crabs of Delaware. All right, I think those are exhibits. We do not yet have sargassum, so we're gonna wait till we get them to come back and finish this exhibit. Meanwhile, what do we say? 2 clicks above ground level is where we need to be. So let's there's 1, there's 2. That looks about even with that one. Still waiting for the restrooms and the tank filters. Let's build a tank over here on this side. All right, what animal do we want to put in here? Let's do short fin mako sharks. Because we got to start bringing in the sharks, right? All right. So now let's begin setting this up. And I think these animals are very unhappy to start. And tour guide number 2 will take on this as one of his 2 tanks. And bring in a maintenance worker. And now let's try and make these animals happy. Shelter, foliage, and rocks. So first, let's make sure we can make them a little deeper. Animal shelters. There are no aquatic shelters yet. So they will have to wait for that. But let's go ahead and bring in some rocks. Gosh, how many rocks do they want? Okay, we're done with rocks. Now, what kind of foliage do they like? Bifurcate tree coral. I think I saw that. Great white shark, and they actually have a show. The great white sharks have a show. Basically, I paint the base of the exhibit with foliage and rocks until the animals are happy. That's how I do marine tanks. Wow, these guys are picky. Seriously, how much do these guys want? Still needs more foliage? And I know they want the shelters, but I can't do that yet. There are no Marine Mania shelters. I don't like putting things on top of each other unless I'm actually building a forest. I'm picky like that. Seriously, you guys are still going? I'm okay with foliage being next to rocks, though. Okay, we're done with foliage, finally. Now all that's left is to position the tank. Are we on the same level? We appear to be. Yeah, we're good here. Humpback whale. I'm sure we need a huge tank for that. Do we have our filters yet? We do not. Although, let's place a wishing fountain. Oh, there's also a tortoise fountain. We'll build those later. And let's go ahead and put in the crustacean house. We've completed conservation for the selected programs. That fountain's in the way of what I want to do here. Crustacean house. Crayfish of the Mississippi, horseshoe crabs of Delaware Bay, or spider crabs of the North Atlantic. Yeah, let's go for the expensive program. Hopefully that'll bring in more people. We'll run that for now, see how it goes. And it says we've completed all conservation. So we'll go ahead and bring in the rest of conservation. All right, what animal do we want to build a tank for next? I'm watching out my Twitch alerts because I'm waiting for a specific stream to go live. Tonight's a big deal on one of the music channels I follow, so I'm watching my alerts for that. So we still need sargassum for our tunas over here. And we're still waiting on over here. We're still waiting on the aquatic shelters. I'm gonna let the zoo go on its own for right now and see how things happen. Oh, this is why nothing was happening. Because research wasn't being funded. Just conservation. Man. And I'll also turn on research for animal shelters. Because we're waiting for that one shelter. And it says my jelly can't find food. I thought jelly was food. The guests are hungry. Well, who cares about that? Just as long as the animals get fed, right? And you know what? Let's also turn on staff education. I can't believe I wasn't funding research. Let's check and see if we have sargassum yet. We do not yet have sargassum. Nor do we have the filters yet. I want to see how the zoo progresses as is. For a little while. Ooh, that tank looks dirty. Where are my filters? There, they at least cleaned that out. We don't have the correct foliage yet for that animal. Looks like this game likes to lag a little bit on occasion. There we go. We're going to build kind of an L-shaped tank going on here around the crustacean house. Ah, here's the filters. We finally got our filters. And the filters are live. All right, what animal are we putting over here? How about moray eels? We only need one word per tank, I think. We're not going to be on stream long enough for us to really need to differentiate species of the same group. So, all right. Then we're going to come back to tour guide 2 and add the eels to his assignment, because each tour guide gets 2 assignments. And now, too shallow. foliage, rocks, toys, and more animals. Alright, that seems to be the depth it likes. Alright, so now we have that. Foliage, rocks, and a toy. We still don't have any aquatic toys yet. Alright, what kind of foliage do they like? Sunken log. Oh, I didn't even see these options here. I don't see anything like a sunken log yet. Guess we gotta wait. Well, so remember, we're waiting for sunken logs for the eels, and toys for the eels, shelter for the makos, and sargassum for the tunas. That's where we are right now. So let's take this tank back to exhibit level. Quality animal care. Interesting. That's a nice statue, but I don't have a use for it yet. We're going to wait and see how things develop. I want to make sure we're not losing money on our existing programs. If I do a marine park again, I will probably restart. Because this is me just getting reacquainted with how to do the controls for the marines. I haven't even gotten into a show tank yet. What I'll probably do is next stream do a marathon. Next time I stream Zoo Tycoon, do kind of a marathon stream for a few hours and do combination of marine and dinosaur park. Guests are hungry, guests are thirsty, guests have no restrooms, and there's not a thing I can do about it because I'm waiting for specific parts on the restrooms. Yeah, I did remember to put a filter on that last tank. That's good. We have a little bit of a money loss going on. Let's set Crustacean House to the medium program. I'm muting for a moment. I have to check this message on my phone. I think it's important. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Looks like we're still losing money. There's one nice facility we're supposed to get, so let me go ahead. I usually put in the middle of my marine park, I usually put a big lake because there's like a boat rental and swim with dolphins facility that you can get. So let me go ahead and build that up now. We'll probably put a gift shop. Usually I put it in the middle of the park. I think it makes just as much sense to put it at the entrance. So the lake is set up and ready for when we get the cool boat rental and swim with dolphins facility. All right. Let's build 2 more exhibits and then see where we are in terms of time. And I'm not sure why The missing items aren't appearing yet. Alright, let's see what we want to put here. And then you can do animals that are combination land and water. It's hard to set those up though. We'll probably do a penguin exhibit. Sea turtles! We got our sea turtles! We're doing our sea turtle exhibit. Alright. I love me my sea turtles. And I'm just going to wait till I build the other exhibit to bring in the tour guide and assign them to both. But what we do need to do is we do need to bring in the marine specialist. More foliage, more rocks. Okay, turtles aren't that hard to please. And they also want sargassum, which I don't think we have yet. Let's go ahead and put in some rocks. Foliage. It looks like we do have some more stuff down here now. Sargassum. Let's... More? I've already got a lot of foliage down here. I'm almost certainly not going to be able to stream tomorrow night. Apparently there's a dinner plans or something. Which I'm okay with taking nights off of stream once in a while. But I'm really enjoying this, so I think I want to do my dinosaur exploration. I want to try out the dinosaur expansion to this game on my next stream. So probably Wednesday. You know what? I've decided you guys have enough. Let's come over here. These guys don't have any foliage yet either. You know, these guys were just fine without a lot of foliage while we were waiting for the sargassum to become available. So I'm going to consider this enough. The turtles seem pretty happy. let's go ahead and set our the turtles don't care about depth, so I think that's level with the rest of it. We have dinosaur shelters, but no ocean shelters yet. And we're lagging again. I'm waiting for... Yeah, the stream I'm waiting to rate has not gone live yet. One of my favorite musicians, who I've rated a lot in the past, he got hired for a 6-month cruise ship tour. So tonight is his farewell show, and he's not going to be streaming for 6 months, which is going to really suck because he has a unique show. So I'm really going to miss his show. And I just hope I can find the requests I normally do on his show. I'm just hoping I can find them on the song lists of the other musicians I follow. I'm not knocking them by any means. All the musicians I follow are pretty talented. It's just that this one I particularly enjoy, and he'll be gone for 6 months. So, still not seeing large restroom. Swim shack. That's one of the things we're looking for. Aquatic restroom. I guess that's good enough for what we want. There. Now people can't complain about us not having a restroom. Shark tunnel. Interesting. Let's build a gift shop in my in the front plaza area. And how many maintenance workers do I have covering me? 2. 2 maintenance workers. Let's add 2 more to the zoo. And we're going to charge $12 for the gift shop. And now we're going to come back over here. Yeah, that doesn't fit. Here's some more show stuff. I'm looking for one particular statue. That's cool. Remind me to do that in the Dino Park tomorrow. And a volcano for the centerpiece of the dinosaur park. Did I say tomorrow? I didn't mean tomorrow. Let me just... I'm looking for one particular statue right now. We're not going to get, I don't think, to the show Tinks tonight. Because the stream we're rating, he said he's going on between 7 and 8 p.m. Pacific, where it's 7:26 Pacific right now, so... But I did see something else I wanted to build. The swim shack. We will build this right across from the gift shop. Nice big lake for guests to swim in. And the cost will be $7 for a swim. There's also... And they have this whole big lake to swim in. I seem to recall boat rental, but I could have had it mistaken for that swim shack. Alright, what animal do we want to do now? I actually kind of want to hold off a bit for the next animal. We have manta rays. Let's go ahead and do a manta ray. And then we can bring in our tour guide. Wrong path. And actually, let's do a thing here. No, that's not going to work. Nope. I didn't think that through. So this is going to be for the manta rays. Oh, that's just a bird flying overhead. It is now being filtered. Plesiosaurus. That's a dinosaur era. Now that's going to be nice putting that in our dino park. What I say, manta rays. We've got a lot more animals than we had a little while ago. And now we're going to bring in a tour guide. All right. And now we're going to raise this up so we can see our setup. I put it one too high by accident. Foliage, rocks, shelter. I'll make it a little deeper. We have our marine shelter. Rocks. More shelters than necessary. And foliage. They like fire coral. Do we have fire coral? Yes. Who was the other animal that wanted shelters? Let's go back and check that out. I think next time I do Marine Mania, instead of doing these scattered these scattered foliage patterns, I think I'll do kind of a forest, foliage forest in the corner of each tank, and just build out until I have enough. I think that'll look nicer. Yeah. All right. Let's go find that other animal who wanted. First, let's lower this back into position. Yep, there we are. It's even with the rest of the part now. I seem to recall putting a bathroom in, but I can't find it now. Okay, how come nobody's going to the swim shack? Did I have it facing the wrong way? We're going to try that and see what happens. Did I accidentally clear out my bathroom? Oof, looks like I cleared out my bathroom. Okay. Well, in that case... Okay, still waiting for my musician friend to go live. So let's keep going for a little longer. Alright, we were trying to discover which of these animals was it that wanted a shelter. foliage. I don't think it was that one. Shelter. You want shelters, so I need to clear some room for one. It says not enough shelters, but it doesn't like the cave. Does that mean there's another shelter we haven't unlocked yet? Oh well. We'll leave the area clear, just in case that other shelter presents itself. Toys. Do we have any ocean toys? Sunken log. This is the one who wanted the sunken log. All right. All right. I'm going to consider that fixed. Now, seeing as stuff is appearing, seeing as we're getting more choices, let's keep watching. There's one specific little trick in the marine park that I want to show you guys. So even if the other stream starts, we're going to wait a few minutes till we unlock what I want to show you. We're waiting for one particular decorative item. I'm checking my phone again. Give me a minute. All right. No updates yet. So we're going to keep going as we are. Probably due for 2 more tanks on this side as well. We still got a long way to go. We can probably build our first show area here. Or you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to... Crap. How do I even do this? Oh boy, I don't even know where to begin with this one. A combination exhibit, because we have to learn how to build them at some point anyway. So, and we're lagging again. More animals and objects have become available for purchase. So before we get into that, I want to come here and see if we got the item yet. Mermaid statue. just for context, here's what the mermaid statue looks like. But the mermaid statue is actually cooler than that. Watch this. We're going to build the mermaid. We're going to build a tank right here behind my gift shop. We're going to make this a nice big tank as well. Actually, I don't think that's big enough. We'll make the tank this big. Now, this is really cool what I'm about to show you. But first we got to set up the tank itself. Leave room for the filter. And this tank I'm just going to call secret. And it's now filtering. And we are going to raise this to where we can see it. And we're going to take that mermaid statue I just showed you, and we are going to drop it in the tank. What do you think is going to... And we're running shortish on funds, so I hope the mermaids help us resolve that. But what do you think is going to happen when I drop the statue in the tank? Like magic, the statue comes to life, and you can do actual mermaids in your zoo. Shelters, rocks, foliage. Okay, let's get a shelter. Let's give them a sunken ship to play in. Speaking of which, is this what the other... Is this the shelter that these guys wanted? Yes. Okay. And I'll probably need to add shelters. Let's drop a few more in. It says more animals of the same type. Of course, they just see a statue being dropped in. And before we go any further, I have to... Alright. More animals of the same type. I've always liked doing the mermaids. Alright, that's enough mermaids. Alright, rocks and foliage. Foliage. They like the sand dollar. Phone's ringing nonstop tonight, but at least it's not for me. Which means I don't have to worry about it. The mermaid trick has always been one of my favorite things to do in this game. Before I can move on to doing the full zoo that I typically used to do, I need to relearn how to do show tanks as well as combination land and water exhibits. The other stream has not started yet, apparently, so we may have time to look at doing the penguins when I finish with these mermaids. But let me go ahead. The mermaids you have to keep happy because they turn red fast, so the mermaids you have to make it as good as possible. But when I do my marine park for real, we're just going to do forested corners, I think, in each tank. Probably a strategy I'll adopt in land-based exhibits as well, I think. Yes. Let's see what happens if I drop in 2 more mermaids. Alright. Let's drop 2 more in. Alright, there we go. Now they have 2 sunken ships to play in. Let me just go over to Twitch real quick. Yeah, he hasn't started yet. But it looks like someone else started that I didn't get a notification for, which is kind of troubling. That I didn't get a notification. Alright. In that case, I don't know even where to begin with a combination exhibit. I don't remember how to do those. So I think I'm just going to build a path, but I'm going to leave it open-ended. I'm not going to build paths all the way around. All right. And I know the penguins like ice. So let's come over here to terrain. And build an ice terrain area as a base for the penguins. Nice big huge exhibit because I don't remember how to do this. Let's just make everything nice and even. All right. And now let's build an exhibit fence. And I think the first part is building a regular exhibit fence. And I think these get I think combination exhibits, you do a regular zookeeper, not a marine specialist for. And wow, I'm running low on cash. Let's just see what we can do here. Hire staff, so I think we need a regular zookeeper for these, because it is a oh yeah, you have to have animals in before you can add the exhibit to the schedule. Looks like we've got a nice large assortment of choices. Now that we have a couple animals, now and these animals are probably wildly unhappy right now. We need salt water, rocks, and shelters. Now, to make the tank, how to make and we're going to call this penguin tank. And we have lined that up. But I'm not sure if I set that up correctly. Let's see what happens. Crud. I think I messed things up here. It's got the caution stripes, which means they're the same level and they can theoretically go in. Alright, now it is 8 p.m. Pacific time. Just about. Oh, they went in the water. The penguins are swimming in the tank. So we did something correct at least. Alright, no updates regarding the no updates regarding when the show is supposed to go live, so let's keep rolling. With the tank being level with the ground though, does that mean, and no fencing, does that mean the penguins can actually break out? Alright. They want more rocks. I'm not 100% settled that I did that correctly, but we will see. Till I know for sure things are going well here. And you know what? We can bring in another tour guide. And wow, we're out of money. So let's wait a little while. The tour guide will get the penguins and the mermaids. Alright, I wonder when this live is going to start. I am getting tired though, so if he doesn't start soon, I'm going to have to raid someone else, which will suck because the whole point of me streaming tonight was so I could raid him one last time before he left us. Okay, let's... Okay, we're... More animals? I need to raise some funds before I start doing, attempting a show tank, I think. But yeah, we've definitely got more stuff going on here. Giant squids? Oy. Did we get the swim with dolphins thing? Boat rental. There's a nice looking restaurant. We're gonna come over here. Swim with dolphins. We'll put swim with dolphins over here. And we will put the boat rentals over here. We're going to do swan boats. And over here, the cost for swimming with the dolphins is going to be $12. Over here, people are swimming over here. And we're out of money right now. So we got to wait a bit for that to happen. Meanwhile, why is my phone not giving me Twitch notifications? Oh, because nobody's actually gone on. Well, a few people have gone on. We're losing money right now. Alright. Oh, we've developed quite a bit. I think it's time for a price increase. We were at $25, so we're going to go to $30 per ticket. And we're actually going to start marketing this thing. And we're going to see what happens to the money. I kind of want to watch the entrance for a while. Looks like it's trying to make money. But let's watch for a little while and see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep watching for this notification. Interesting. The morning session of my training program was canceled for tomorrow, so I get to sleep in a bit. I'm not setting the alarm, but we still have the afternoon session. I just posted to his Discord to find out if they're still going on tonight, because if not, I'm going to go ahead and end stream. Wow, we're in the red right now. Wow. I'm at negative 10,000. Crap, that's not good. You know what? Turn off the marketing campaign and raise prices some more. Let's see if that addresses the issue. We could try the money cheat. We just broke something somewhere. Anytime you do the money cheat, something breaks. So the boat ride is positioned appropriately. We know the swim shack is positioned appropriately, but I don't see anything going on with the dolphins. Are people just not going to it? We'll make the dolphin ride 10 instead of 12. Alright, waiting to find out what's going on with this music stream. Let's come look at the penguins. I'm surprised they didn't try to jump out of the tank onto and escape. Is that a baby penguin I see over there? Yeah, we got a baby penguin. Look at that. Right there. I'm trying to see if this money situation will balance itself out before I try to build anything else. No, those are dolphins. There's the boats and the dolphins are both active, along with the regular swimmers. Nice. And in this last corner of the lake, we're going to build a restaurant. There's an aquatic restaurant here. But I need 2,000 in order to build it. There, a little bit of a cheat so I can build this thing. I hope I didn't break anything badly. And we're going to build this in the corner of the lake here. And food is going to be expensive here. $20 for a meal. You get fish and chips, hot dogs, sodas, and submarine sandwich. And conveniently, the restaurant is near the gift shop. Now that we have some emergency funds going, let's bring the marketing back and see if things start happening for us now in terms of money. All right. Still waiting for the show to start. But I have alternates in mind in case he's going to be too much longer. I like how this restaurant sits on the lake with a lakeside view. And then you can see moving around the lake, you have dolphins, you have a boat ride. I don't see the regular swimmers anymore. And yeah, we're still losing money, it looks like. Some of these tanks don't look bright blue anymore. Help the maintenance. I wonder if that's something I should be concerned with. Yeah, that's definitely a baby penguin right there. Look at all this land I have to expand to. Well, we're definitely still losing money. I don't know what to do at this point. Well, I've been going for almost 2 hours. Alright, is there a finance or something that I can look at to figure out why I'm losing so much money? Alright, turn off the marketing again. Or let's keep it on minimal marketing for right now. Looks like we're running large upkeep costs. Interesting. Okay, I can't really make sense of those numbers. Looks like we've got a relatively steady stream of guests. But it's not solid steady. Should I raise prices some more? I don't want to be that guy. Ah! He's live. So let's get ready. We didn't get to the show tanks tonight. But I don't have enough in-game money to try to even attempt to put that together. So that'll have to be something we puzzle out when we do our combination dinosaur and marine show. He's still on the splash screen for another 5 minutes, though. So Let's build an exhibit tank. One of the animals that can do a show. Because it looks like we have slow trickle money gain right now. So let's build. Well, the sea otter and sea lion show and seal shows, they require a combination land and water exhibit in addition to requiring the exhibit tank and the show tank. All right, so let's do an exhibit tank. And it looks like this one will have to build piecemeal. Screw it. This is like the last big additional feature in Marine Mania that we're trying to puzzle through. So let's go ahead and build this. And we're going to make the orcas, just because they're the most iconic of the show animals in this game. And we're going to money cheat our way to get this set up. Yeah. Let's bring in one more maintenance worker. And put him right there so he can fix... And we're going to need one more marine specialist. Meanwhile... And this is the worst possible exhibit they can be in right now. So, all right, how bad is it? Too shallow, rocks, and foliage. All right, they fixed the water finally. Rocks and foliage. foliage. It likes seaweed. That should be nice and easy to satisfy. And it's okay if this exhibit isn't perfect because I'm in a hurry right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get to building the actual show tank today. But there we go. There's now some orcas in a poorly designed exhibit for them. Is the stream still on splash screen? Wait, I'm not seeing him anymore. He seems to have gone on for a bit with a splash screen and then disappeared again. I can't stall anymore. I'm too tired to continue. Let's wait and see if Money Gain recovers on its own now that we got a really popular orca. The orcas are popular, so let's wait and see if anything happens with that. And let's just go ahead and connect this path because I'm not going to attempt for the show tank right now. Negative 10,000? Yeah. I don't think we're recovering. Look at all these tanks that are green instead of blue. That's a problem. And wow, the penguin's water has turned brown. It looks like the baby penguin has grown up now. Maintenance workers, get on your jobs, please. It's now like a half hour past when he said he was going to be on, so. And he went live for he started his splash screen and then disappeared. Meanwhile, I've been doing this for about 2 hours waiting for him. I can't wait any longer. I'm too tired to continue. And we keep going farther into the negative. I don't think there's any saving this marine park. But hey, that gives you a general idea of Marine Mania, minus the water shows. And as you can see, all the tanks are broken now. The maintenance workers are certainly not doing their jobs appropriately, or efficiently is the word I'm looking for. But we'll try Zoo Tycoon's expansions again soon. Next time I do this, let's see, we're at... OBS says I've been going 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 30 seconds. I'll give him 5 to 10 more minutes, and I'll just talk it out while I watch my zoo drift further into the negative. Doesn't look like we're recovering, though. Not sure what's going on with this stream, though. Let me, I'm checking his channel real quick to see if there's any sort of an update whatsoever. Okay, yeah, he's live. For some reason, he wasn't showing up in my list. Is he actually going? Yep, he's live. He's getting ready to start. Let's go ahead and get ready to kill this game and go. Yeah, we're drifting further and further into the negative now. So, there we go. There's my lame. There's my not great attempt at a marine park. And let's go rate John Massey Noodland. Last time we'll be able to see him for 6 months. He's going on a cruise and leaving all his fans in the dust. So, John Massey Noodland. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you guys probably not tomorrow. We have dinner plans tomorrow, but within the next couple days, I want to come back and try the dinosaur expansion. Good night. All right, Raid is ready. Let's go enjoy John Massey. Have a good night. All right, Raid. Have a good night. Yay. Thanks, Uncle Evie. There you go. Yay, baby. There he is.